number 2 of the Lycan League. And you'll notice we are following MISO's SCV outside of his base because he is going for a proxy. So we'll see how this proxy plays out. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map is going to be the red cheesy Terran, MISO.
The top left as the purple Terran, it's QXC.
Now I really... We made some comments about how that game was kind of Legacy of the Voidish, or sorry, Heart of the Swarmish rather than Legacy of the Voidish and all those other things. But, one of the things is we really haven't seen cheese in Legacy of the Void so far. The problem, though, I don't really think it's a lot of early game changes to really help QXC in this situation.
What do you mean?
Like, there's no early game unit like the Adept, right? The Adept is so cool because it shuts down Reapers without question. You can no longer go 5x Reaper versus Protoss so easily. Not that I guess it was easy in the first place, but...
it's going to look like a pretty much, again, a Heart of the Swarm game. 2x Reaper, both racked as proxied here. But the difference is, of course, going to be that MISO could still expand off of this a lot quicker than you would expect, from watching Heart of the Swarm all the time. But you're right, like, cheese really has not been that prominent. Like, certainly weird builds, like Ravager Rushes, which I guess are considered cheese, but in terms of, like, old cheese, like 2 gates, 2 racks, proxying stuff out in the map, hasn't really been tried. And a lot of people are worried that you just literally can't do it. It won't be as effective or as cheesy or as all-in. And I was actually kind of tempted to just do, like, an all-in stream, like all-in cheese stream, to see if that was true. Because, people are saying, well, you have so many more SCVs, it's going to be easier to find a 2-gate, but then you also have so many more money, maybe you can 3-gate, like, I don't know.
Even if he gets that Hellion out, this is going to be such a difficult hold.
It's already started to, he's done all the right moves, right, for the 2 Reaper rush. The Hellion is very important to keep alive, though.
Killed that Reaper, this could have actually been so much more manageable. A bunker's coming down for safety on the side. I mean, the Hellion is going to be super effective versus this, but he can't let that bunker get up. If that bunker gets up, this is all sorts of bad news bears. Trying to focus down that Reaper on the cliff side. Should be able to get that one. Does get it midair. Nice jump. Hellion's going to push this back.
He was talking about the SCV and the Reaper. 2 for 1 right there. Very nicely done by QXC. MISO still trying to go with the bunker. Oh no, he just isn't canceling it. It's like, where's the other bunker? Where'd it go?
Oh, great Cooper here, eh? Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but there's the command center, like that's got to be starting a lot faster than in Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, money management's gonna be different with that, that's for sure. But I think QXC's got this. I mean, he's gonna lose one of the Hellions, that kind of sucks, but this is not really that same snowball potential anymore. Now, it'd be so lovely to kill the bunker and get rid of the high ground vision and all that, but MISO has failed to kill a lot of SCVs through this, and that's usually the thing. You get ahead in that one particular way. QXC's losing a lot of units, sure, but it's 24 SCVs to 18, and okay, his command center might be a little bit later, but it's actually not that big of a deal if he's mining better.
We'll see. It's really, it's the feeling that this is just not that dedicated. In that QXC, well, he thinks like, okay, well, I just held off a 2x Reaper. I got to be pretty good because I have higher tech. Maybe this Banshee can do some stuff with the no engineering bay. And I told MISO, by the way, so influencing, right? You don't need an engineering bay for a missile turret. This Banshee counterattack is like not scary. Shouldn't be.
Oh, MISO, you need to read the patch notes. So Zombie Grove doesn't have to be the bad guy.
Or the good guy to him.
Well, Banshee gonna, if nothing else, at least stop any further aggression at home, but it looks like he's gonna try and get us around the side of the map. Cloak this time will be done, but there's no Marines under this. There might be a Widow Mine or 2 at best, but it looks like Hellions are coming out of that factory, and QXC actually gets over here pretty quick, puts one of the SCVs in the bunker. Nice little save.
There's actually literally no units. Like, the Banshee wasn't scary. Hellions really are.
I think MISO's dead. He's dead in the water. A HOTS TvT with different economy.
Yeah. I guess he has no Reapers. Like, literally no Reapers. They all died.
Lost the one that was alive. That Banshee just needs to get her. There's no anti-air. That's all it comes down to. And he's not building any, which is kind of crazy because did the Reapers never scout the starport? They never saw the starport.
The thing is, though, is that like if it's, it's a logical step though. You scout the command center not being at the natural, and you scout a factory, and you're like, well, they're probably going 2 factories for Blue Flame. No, like you're probably going Banshees, but I think he was gonna time the missile turrets out to be like really clutch, so he get as much like SCVs out as possible as pro gamers do, and was not expecting the Hellions. So
Well, it's a good counter from QXC. I
was.
guess one of the things that QXC's always been great at when it comes to the game is like formulating plans, knowing exactly what he needs to do. Sometimes emotions can get in the way of that, sometimes they don't, but one thing that was really certain was very clean counterattack, very clean game number 2 for him off of what could have very potentially been very... it's so dangerous having those 2 Reapers out that early. I think one of the biggest things, and we didn't really draw attention to this, was if he never canceled that reactor on the barracks, he never had the Marines to buy him the time to get the Hellions, and he's dead in the water.
Yeah.
Are you actually in a game right now, or?
I just got invited to one.
Okay.